UFC's Fight Night stellar event has been a surprise for most of us. Petr Yan, once considered the best fighter in his division, continues with his terrible streak of losses. Merab was able to hit his left leg multiple times during the first round, allowing him to totally dominate, and to even set a record for 48 attempts to take down, from where he managed to do 11, and thus, together with his incredible cardio and rhythm of fighting, he well earned a 50-45 by the judges. This win should put it on the top of the division and leaves Petr Yan on a terrible streak and surely will be very hard to come up from. And with that being said, here are the reactions for the Georgian fans. Now here are some reactions made by fighters. And continuing with the topic of Merab Dvalishvili, Dana White himself offers a stern warning to him.
You've made no secret that you don't love it when a guy doesn't want to fight his teammate. And Merab is clear that he will not fight Aljamain Sterling and he'll wait until Aljo moves up. So what do you do with him, right? Because you don't necessarily want to put him against other contenders, knock off other contenders before they can fight for the title. So what do you do with Merab?
It's so funny you say that because I don't remember who the hell I was talking to the other day about this. And I was like, yeah, we don't have to deal with that bullshit anymore. You know, back in the early days, the camps were so small. You didn't have a lot of different options. So we had a lot of these guys saying, oh, he's my friend, he's my friend. You can still be friends and want what your friend has. You know what I mean? It would be a really bad idea for Merab to go down that path.
Is there a point where you sort of say, right, that's enough, you have a decision to make, or you have to move divisions, or what do you do with him?
Yeah, so does Merab want a shot at the title, or would Merab rather have people under him jump over him and him have to take on all these different tough guys when he's not even getting a title shot when he's next in line for it? That's a personal decision that he needs to make. If that's what he wants to do, I can tell you how that story ends. It's not a good ending to that story, but he's a big boy. He can figure that out on his own.
And finally, Petr Yan suffered his third straight loss. What do you think he goes from here?
Yeah, listen, he's still one of the best guys in the world. He fought a guy in Merab tonight who was extremely motivated, and you know, like I said, Yan usually sets the pace in these fights. Starts a little slow, but then turns it on and grinds out victories. Tonight, that's what Merab did. You know, but Peter's still one of the best in the world. So, you know, when you have number 2 versus number 3, you know, when you lose, you can't say, "Oh, wow, this guy's washed up," or you know, maybe he doesn't have it anymore. You just fought one of the best guys in the world. Shut the fuck up and mind your business. That's what I have to say about that. Now that I think about it, that's what I'll say.
Dana White recently received heavy criticism after his new promotion of Power Slap TV show, in which he says that he and Lorenzo Batida have invested over $10 million.
Anybody, for anyone that's saying that you don't care about the UFC anymore and that you're only putting your time and effort into Power Slap, what do you say to those people?
Do I even need to answer that question? I mean, come on. Listen, anybody that wants to talk can come up with anything. No, and this is what I say this all the time. People have no fucking idea what I really do and what I don't do. And they don't know anything about this business. Nobody knows anything about this business. If they did, they'd be doing what we do. The UFC, we're coming off one of the biggest weekends in the company's history. The #1 social fight of all time. It beat Conor and Khabib, right? The gate, the this, the that. It was like the 4th largest event that we've ever done. Tonight was a sellout over at the the Virgin. What the else do I need to do? What else would you people like me to do? You know what I mean? If we weren't selling tickets, we weren't putting on fights people wanted to see, sponsorship wasn't through the fucking roof, and the list goes on and on, maybe you'd have something. Shut the fuck up and mind your business.
Some time ago at UFC 281, Drake, the famous rapper, has lost a big bet of $2 million on Israel Adesanya, and now Alex Pereira is kindly reminding him of it. We know how Petr Yan is having a hard time right now, and here is Serra wondering, questioning if he can have a bounce back from his recent career slump.
Is he bouncing back from this? He went from being a champion. That knee, talk about laces out. Everything's downhill after that fucking illegal knee. Think about it.
Yeah,
that
wow.
One knee changed the whole
changed his whole trajectory in life, man. That's crazy. But man, he made a conscious decision. He was punching Aljo on the floor. He could have kept doing that. He made a decision. I think it goes to show you who he is. I mean, you can't. That's not a heat of the moment mistake. You know what I mean? So look, for Petr Yan, if I'm his management team, you got to get him a striker. Period. That's what he needs. He can't. Obviously, his Achilles heel is the wrestling guys. They just offset him a little too much. But I would get him a look. He does good when he's in there. There's some really good matchups for him. I think, like the winner of that Ricky Simon Son Yadong fight, the kid from Alpha Male. I think either one of those guys is a great fight for Petr Yan. Those are the fights he was thriving in, right? When you come to fight his fight, he's vicious, man.
Conor McGregor is still refusing the rules of being tested by USADA. This can be a problem for him in the future. Who knows how long will he resist, knowing the possible consequences? That's it for today, and thank you for watching us here in the MMA Stream channel. If you enjoyed this type of video, like and subscribe so we can keep you updated on the world of MMA. Leave your opinion on the comment section so you get a chance to get a shout out on our next video.